welcome to our Unity guide. So first thing you're going to do is click on Unity. And once it loads, we're going to go to the sign-in screen. And we're going to need to create an account. Alright, now, this might happen twice, but you're going to use your Google account. Put in your @RPS AR info and your Rogers Public School password. Once that's complete, you'll click OK on the password saver and then continue, and it may make you do this screen twice. Click accept, and then you'll check and see that it's all your information. Close out this window, close out the next one and the next one, and it might have you sign in again. Click the Google sign in using your information, which should be saved now. Enter in your password. Click continue again, and it will now launch Unity Hub. In Unity Hub, you'll see there's lots of options for making a new project, but we're going to go to Learn, and we're going to click, well, sometimes recommended, but we're going to click Visit Unity. You'll want to dismiss any screen that pops up like that, and you're going to find the search bar up here on the top right corner. You're going to type in Control, or at least Start to, and click Unit 1 Play Control. Then you're going to click Lesson 1, Start Your Engine. You're going to scroll down, and you're going to download all the stuff you need. It'll be used for all of the projects for this unit. You'll click this PC. You're going to choose your H drive. And now you're going to create a new folder to just store all of your stuff for computer science. You can name it computer science. And now we're going to save the zip file to this location after we create another one called packages, because you want the packages all in one spot. Click save. It's going to save those files there. Now you're going to click open. Now, one of the important parts about this is that you're going to need to take this file and unzip it. It's compressed right now, so you're going to click extract all, and you're going to extract it to your H drive. Now, you will go through and find your projects tab, but we don't have any projects at the moment, so you're going to click new project. You're going to go to all templates and choose 3D Core. You'll see your information on there. So where it says location, we're going to make some changes there. But first off, we're going to rename our project Prototype 1. Then Cloud Organization, that'll just be your username. But we want to go to location, and you're going to choose your H drive. So you're going to go to this PC, choose your H drive. You'll see the H on it. You can make a new folder for these projects if you want. Folder, and you're going to name it what they name it. I would recommend moving this into the computer science folder. So they recommend naming this project Create with Code, and you're going to create your project. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to probably want to close out some of that stuff, and there's going to be a lengthy load screen here, which has been sped up. And it will take some time. Don't get frustrated. Just wait it out. The first load is about 5 to 6 minutes long, but subsequent loads go much better when it's not creating all the new materials and importing them in. Make sure you always click skip new version and unclick that check for updates button. If you download a new version, it'll become much more difficult. So right now it's checking for changes. So click skip new version. Alright, now you're into Unity. This is the main Unity screen. And we're going to go to import packages and custom packages. Now, the thing that we downloaded is actually a package, and it's in your H drive now under Computer Science, Packages, Prototype Start Files, and then you're going to import all of them. So it's really good at recognizing what files are needed. And we're going to wait for them to load. They take a bit. There's a lot of different packages in here for a few different projects. Now, you can see that we have a few new assets in there. We're going to click Scenes and double click Prototype 1. Now, that will give us some ground and a road and a few other things which will be really useful. We're going to need them in the future because we're going to want to have objects and have them exist in a space. Next, you're going to go to the course library and find the vehicles and choose one of these vehicles. It doesn't matter which one. I'm partial to the truck because it's the one that their guide will have you use. You can move forward, backwards, side to side. You can see the road is clickable because it's an object. And we've got some rotation tools and some others that we'll get into in the future. Our roads there, just making sure all the things we need exist. And it'll go more into keeping all of your stuff. But next we're going to create a C++ or C# script, but we need a folder for it. So we're going to call this one scripts. We're going to open it, and we're going to click and add C# script. We'll double click inside this area and name it. So we've named this one player controller. And when we double click it, it's going to open up our editor that we're going to be using. If it doesn't, if you go ahead to the next set of instructions, you can actually choose how it's opened. But you can see player controllers there. We're double clicking it and loading Visual Studio, which is the Microsoft version of programming. You can program in a lot of languages. You're going to sign in using your RPS account. Loading on this is usually pretty good. And we are now in Visual Studio. So in a second it's going to switch over to dark mode because that's what I have set as default. But I'll kind of do whatever way you choose. I am typing in some code that you'll copy. And don't worry, it'll be on the screen a few times so you can get it in the future. It's transform.translate and then 0, 0, 1. And this is just going to move the vehicle forward. All right, we're going to click save. And you'll notice that there are no errors. If I mistype translate, it'll just keep it there and it'll just work, but or not work. But it won't give you any warnings if it is wrong or right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into Visual Studio or Unity, and we're going to click play, and the car drove forward. So we know that works, but we really want to be able to check and see if we've got errors. So we're going to go to File. Actually, we're going to go to Edit. Scroll down to Preferences. And then we're looking for there we go, External Tools. And we're going to click Open File Extension, and we're going to choose the Visual Studio Community option. We're going to close that out. And now we're going to open our code. And we'll click OK to this. This is going to connect our Visual Studio with Unity. And you can see transform.translate 0, 0, 1. And if I misspell translate with an extra N, it's not going to work. It will give me a red underline. And then when I remove that extra N, it works correctly. I can also debug my code. And I can attach it to Unity, which isn't required, but it is useful. Click the Save button. We're going to go back to Unity, and we're going to enable debug. And now we're going to try to run our code again. So if we come up here and click this little play button, we should see our car move once the computer finishes compiling our new code. Which sometimes it takes a second on our district computers. So we're going to save again. Sometimes it struggles. We're going to make sure that we don't have it running inside of Visual Studio. And now when we click play, it does run. It's going to compile our new C script. And our car goes forward. And that'll be your first program. And you're actually going to program this again.